I reckon, as you say, going on what I'm seeing at the moment, I would say Dele Alli for me doesn't get there, and
he will.
I actually said, and I'll say this: I don't think Dele Alli is very much better than a Jesse Lingard, and I'm sticking it out there now. I reckon Dele Alli he will end up like Jesse Lingard. He will end up like Jesse Lingard, fading away, because I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's that good.
I've been torn to pieces in my group when I said, Ali's no good, and he ends up scoring a goal in the game.
He's only had like one good season, hasn't he? To be fair, and that was
but
3 seasons ago.
It was a little while ago.
A Tottenham fan in my group.
What's happening, people, and welcome to another episode of Everyone's a Pundit, and this is episode number 28. So I thank you all for watching, and I thank you all for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Also, please smash that like button. Well, we're gonna get to 50 likes, people. 50 likes on the video. So please, if you're watching, if you see this, hit that like button. If you'd like to listen to podcasts on the audio, you can find us on Spotify and SoundCloud at Views Football Podcast. That's where you'll find it, on Spotify and SoundCloud. And we're on the social media, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook at Views TV Official. Now, let me introduce my guys today. To my right, we have
Stav. Welcome back.
man welcomed himself back, you know. I'm going to welcome him back. He welcomed himself back. But to my left, you done know already.
Boom, bam, bing, Mr. Jason Alex. Come on.
So yes, welcome back, Stav.
Thank you for having us.
If you're listening on the audio, Stav is back in the house. My Man United compadre.
Much to shout about.
We ain't got much to shout about. Basically, on today's show, we're going to talk about the big news about Manchester City getting a 2-year ban. 2-year Champions League ban. So we're going to discuss that. We're also going to discuss who we believe are now the favourites to get that Champions League spot, because top 5 now gets you Champions League. We're going to discuss this weekend's results and Arsenal getting their second win under Arteta. Second win since New Year's Day. Predictions also for the Man United and Chelsea game, because we're recording this on a Sunday night. The United and Chelsea game is tomorrow, Monday. So we're going to give our predictions on that. And also, there's an interesting question. I was chatting to somebody on Instagram. It was talking about how important a medical team is to a football team. So we're going to have a quick conversation on that. And then I've got a question at the end that I want to pose to my guys, to my pundits. So first place we're going to start, people, is what happens to Manchester City now that they've got this 2-year Champions League ban. Now, what happened? Does any of you guys want to just break down what's happened at the moment, why they've got a Champions League ban?
Yeah, so basically what Man City have done is they've overinflated their sponsorship income. So as the one that's been picked out is Etihad, who supposedly sponsored City for 50, 60 million, but only 8 million of that actually hit their account. The rest was actually transferred from the owner of the football club to the bank account. You can't do that. That's not turnover. That's been money being put in. And we've spoken about this before, and I've got a couple of contacts who mentioned this to me about it as well. Basically, if you're not making money, you can't spend. It's as simple as that. Hence why people like Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United, Tottenham now, they're becoming a bigger brand. Although Man City are supposedly a big club, then their generating income is terrible.
Yeah. So they're not a big club. They're one of the best teams around, but they're not a big club.
Hence why they're having trouble raising money to go and spend on players, and that's why financial fair play now stepped in, and UEFA stepped in, and FIFA and banned it for 2 years. I think it's not going to be it's not going to be turned over. I know a few of us might think it might do, but I don't think it is. I think this time round it's going to stick. And you know, Man City had the Champions League for 2 years. Man City haven't won the Champions League. They've got a chance this year. They might win it this year. We don't know. But what about the players?
I know.
What if you're Sterling? What if you're Kevin De Bruyne now?
Jason, what's your take on it?
Yeah, for me, I think, you know something, the rule is the rule, man. They've broken it. I mean, they have to impose it. Because what if another club does it? And another club does it? You can't let one club get away with breaking a rule of such magnitude. So for me, I think that basically Man United
Man City.
Sorry,
Man City.
Man City, yeah.
Why you got to swear for?
Yeah, Man
That
City.
means I got to edit it out, man.
Yeah, Man City. I think Man City are...
See, I don't think so, man. I agree with my cousin, what he was saying, because you get all of these teams that have transfer bans and this ban and that ban, and then it always gets either overturned or half or something like that.
Two prime examples, Atletico Madrid didn't, Chelsea's didn't.
So how long was Chelsea out for?
Chelsea's only a transfer ban though.
But it did get, because their ban was still meant to be going on now, right?
Yeah, no.
No.
It wasn't meant to finish in January.
I think it was a 2-year transfer ban. They contested it, and it only got down to one.
That's
okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Their transfer ban got
18 months, and then they
reduced it to how long?
I was at 18 months, and then they got a year down, so they could
What Man City's done is probably a lot more worse than what Chelsea have done.
Definitely.
Right.
So they're messing with the books, basically.
Right. So how can they not push the punishment through? It makes no sense. You've broken the rules.
Yeah, but I'm sure what Chelsea did was... I don't know the reason why Chelsea had the transfer ban, but they obviously broke the rules as well. The point I'm making is that there's been loads of clubs that have broken the rules, hence the reason why they've suffered bans. But it always gets overturned or got all reduced. So 2 years, I can't see it.
Well,
I can't see that. I can't see them being at the Champions League for 2 years.
It would be a year that if they...
I reckon minimum a year if they contest it.
I think.
But even Man City in their statement said we were expecting this.
Yeah, that's what they said
in their statement.
Yeah,
It happened, said that they were
because
expecting
apparently the way it's all been unfolding over a period of time, I think they've expected it.
You can't do what they've done. They've cooked the books. You can't overinflate your turnover.
Why are you shaking your head?
I don't think they cooked the books.
Well, I just told you what they got caught out by.
But the company is supposed to be owned by the same person, or it's in the family.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They don't own that company. The agreement is a sponsorship deal with Etihad. If Etihad is supposed to transfer £58 million, whatever it was, and they've only transferred 8, and the owner of Man City has pumped in the rest, that's not allowed.
If that's what's happened, then that's not allowed.
That's what caught them out.
Why?
It's not how it works.
So what happens to City now? That is the question. That is the big question, ladies and gentlemen. What happens to Man City now? Because you've got a Pep Guardiola that was brought in to win the Champions League.
They still might this season. Don't know that.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. Well, look, we don't know, but I don't see them winning it this season, and then you got another 2 years possibly of them not being in it. What does that happen? What happens to the players? What happens to the coach?
Well, put it this way. I think if the 2 years stand, they're in major problems, because I don't think the players are going to stick around. They're going to need to generate money as well, so they're going to have to sell players. But I read in an article today that you might just get their players for free.
What do you mean get their players for free?
That's what it said in the article, bro.
No.
How's that? I don't know.
That's what they said in the article.
What article you reading? The Sun?
No, but it was on Bleacher Report.
Is it?
Yeah.
Was it that guy in Dikaya? What's his name? That guy that was that releases
See if you
news
can
at
find
10 o'clock. Breaking news. Anyway,
I don't understand this getting them for free.
what we need to talk about are the important players that will be affected by this. So if we run just quickly down the team, I'm going to say Jesus.
Jesus ain't an important player.
But I don't think he's going to stick around.
Jesus will stick around.
Reckon?
Yeah.
Aguero, I think, might. If he not, he'll just retire.
Yeah.
But I don't think. How was Aguero now?
Aguero would stay.
He's still got a couple of years left in him, so he may stick around. I don't know. Kevin De Bruyne, I don't think he will. Sterling, Don't know, 50-50. I don't know if Sterling will or not. Where will Sterling go? Real Madrid, I heard, chasing him.
You know what? I could see Sterling if he was to go and push a move on, then
Yeah, but who's going to pay his wage?
Yeah, we're talking Bayern Munich's. Well, they don't pay
What's
out
up?
wages,
Bayern-
but
I was going to say, look at the count.
yeah. Real Madrid's, Juventus, Barcelona.
who's this for?
I'm talking about Sterling.
Yeah, but his wages though. He's on. What is he on? 300,000, something like that.
Is that how much he's on? Mm-hmm. I don't. You know what? In all honesty, I don't see there being a max exodus because of this.
Probably not.
I don't see it.
Because there's still like 3 other trophies to go for. You've got the Premier League, FA Cup, Carling.
Champions League football's a big deal to probably signing players more than the players that are actually there. I think it all depends on if Pep leaves, then we could then see a snowball effect because a lot of those players buy into Pep, don't they? So if Pep's going to stick around, then they might just grind it out. But then that's not being in the Champions League may have a knock-on effect to bringing in players, especially with Liverpool being the top dogs now. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and he's probably thinking maybe if I can't win the league and I'm going to win the Champions League,
But
then
listen to this though.
I'm listening, Jason.
Nah, the Premier League might have to step in there saying as well. Yeah.
Go on.
See what happened to Rangers.
Well, when they got kicked down.
Let's start.
Yeah.
They're saying that possibly could happen to Man City.
I see something about that, and I'm like, no, I'm not.
I don't think we've had an official statement from the FA or the Premier League.
Not yet.
So we can only speculate what they might say, but
imagine if that happens.
breaking
happy
news.
with
We're also hearing that the 2014.
I'd be happy if Liverpool got pushed down to the Championship.
The opposite is happening. From what we just heard, the news broke just before we come on that maybe the 2014 league winners may be Liverpool because of what happened to Man City.
I don't think that I don't think any of that's going to happen, man. I don't think any of that's going to happen.
Stranger things have happened since.
I don't think any of that's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you think. Does this have a massive impact on them going forward next season in terms of possibly losing players or losing Pep? Let us know in the comments what you think about Man City in the 2-year ban. We'll move on to the next part, which is really now who do you guys think are now the favourites? Because obviously top 5 gets you Champions League football now. So before we was all trying to chase that top 4 spot. Now we're chasing 2 spots effectively. So who do you think are the favourites, Jason, to get? Do you think? Let me start actually. Do you think Arsenal can make the Champions League?
What have to do?
Look, man. Let the man answer the thing.
For us to do it, we have to go on a serious run.
That's stating the obvious, bro. I asked you, do you think Arsenal can get to the Champions League?
Well, it's possible, but I won't put money on it.
So say no then.
You know what?
Say no.
I don't know, brother.
Ask me now.
Wait your turn, man. Your turn is coming, Stav. I started with Jason. I want to know what Jason's got to say. Talk, Jason. Talking to the mic,
How
man.
many points are we behind Chelsea?
6 points.
Behind Chelsea?
You're 6 points behind Spurs. So that means you're 7 behind Chelsea. I'll double
We
check.
ain't worry about Chelsea no more. It's the 5th spot, isn't it?
Oh, so Spurs then.
Spurs are in 5th, and you're 6 points behind them.
Yeah, we can do it then.
Rotted.
We can do it.
You see how man raised him chest? You see that there?
We can do it.
You audio listeners won't see it, but man stood up and he raised his chest.
We can do if that's the case.
Ooh, let's look on this. Let's look and see now. I'm pretty sure that's what I thought I saw. Yeah, 6 points behind Tottenham and 7 points behind.
We can do that, man.
12, 13 games left.
We can do that, bro. That's nothing.
You just bearing in mind though that you've only won 7 games in
only 6 points, bro.
26.
6 points is catchable. It doesn't matter.
Catchable. Yeah.
It's catchable. It's catchable. Is it not catchable?
I mean, let's be honest. Tottenham
need to lose games and you need to win them.
We've got Tottenham on the 25th of April. So between now and then, anything could happen. We could be a point behind them by then. Who knows?
Where are you playing them?
At their stadium.
Sorry, Stav, what you got to say? Talk.
Don't forget Sheffield United.
Forget Sheffield United.
Alright.
Sheffield United won't get there.
Okay.
What do you reckon then, Stav? Can Man United get into the top 5?
I don't think we can.
Jesus.
I don't think we can.
Well, at least you're being honest.
Purely, I think the damage has already been done. We've had so many opportunities to be comfortably in that 4th spot, let alone the 5th spot. So many games on paper. You look at Watford, Burnley's, these kind of games, Villas. I think we drew 2-2. What did we do there?
Aston Villa 2-2 at home. We drew 2-2 at home.
We lost to Burnley.
Yep, lost to Burnley at home.
And these are
we've lost 3 out of our last 5 games.
And don't forget,
one win in the last 5.
And on those weeks we lost to these teams, Chelsea
they
had either lost or drew.
Yep.
So like I said, I think our time to slip into that 4th spot has come and gone.
Hear this statistic that I saw, which is really, really horrible. Where is it? Liverpool points away from home 34. Manchester United total points 35. Shoot me now.
I gave you that one.
Yeah, but Liverpool.
Shoot me now.
Compare Liverpool's points to your team or anyone's team. Liverpool are doing something completely different.
Jason, listen again. Let me read it to you again.
I know what you said.
Liverpool points away from home 34. Man United total point 35. That is criminal. That's criminal. That is criminal. So and if I know these stats, Ollie, you better really know these stats. Because this is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable, man. And I agree with Stav. The damage is done. The damage is done.
You don't think Man United can do it?
No.
Listen, never say never. I'm not going to say...
I'm saying never. It's better you say never, Stav. It will save you a lot of pain. Save you a lot of pain, bro.
I'm not waiting for it. Yeah, just by all means.
I got my digs in early. I had my fun earlier on in the season. Now it's the crunch time now. All of our big games are away from home. We've already lost at the Emirates. We've already lost at Anfield. We go to Stamford Bridge tomorrow. We got to go to the King Power. We got to play Man City at home.
Yeah, don't look good, does it?
No.
The last 12, 13 games for us.
No. We still got to play Everton. You know what I mean? We couldn't beat Everton before at home. I think we got to go to Goodison.
It's another write-off season for us.
So I think the favourites, personally, is Spurs. I think Spurs will get top 4. And I think Chelsea will finish 5th, and I think those will be the Champions League.
Really?
Liverpool, Leicester.
Tottenham will finish 5th.
Yeah. No. I think Tottenham will finish 4th.
Without Harry Kane.
I think Tottenham will finish 4th.
Okay, all right.
Jose, as dead as Jose is, he'll do just enough, just like he did today. In fact, I won't say that because, from what I understand, they had a lot of chances today, but he will do just enough. And he'll get them into the Champions League spot. I don't think he'll win a trophy with them this season, but he'll get them Champions League spot. And he'll get them 4th, I think. Chelsea will die out a little bit, but they'll have just enough. They'll finish 5th. And I do think Sheffield United and Wolves will actually finish above us this year.
They're playing better football.
I think they would.
They're both playing better football, no doubt.
And this is the point I want to make to you, Stav, is I know sometimes you try to back Ollie and give him some lifeline, but Sheffield United have players that would not get in our team. Norwich, when I watched Norwich play against Liverpool, yeah, they were on the back foot, but did you see the way they were popping the ball around at times? When they beat the press, boom, they're in. I'm like, why don't we play football like that?
So what? I always liked to back the manager up until, I was probably one of the last Man United fans who I know who backed Jose for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Right? And
more fool you.
Yeah. He won us a couple of trophies, let's not forget that. Right? And we finished 2nd when we shouldn't have finished 2nd. Even though we were like, whatever, how many...
We were the 4th best team that year.
Yeah, well, there you go. But that's Jose effect. Luke Shaw came out the other day and said, there's so much Ole can take on as a manager. This was a statement he made. As a manager, we as players need to take responsibility. Now, I've spoken to you about this before in the past, where I think players don't take responsibility enough. Like,
It's easy to point the finger at the manager, though, isn't it?
this is it. This is what I'm saying. You can't sack 11 players. You can sack a manager, right? Now, and again, I've not been one.
So Liverpool this good and about to win the league because of the players. Then
It's a bit of both, isn't it?
It's definitely a bit of both. Don't get me wrong.
It's a bit of both.
Like tactically, let's be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. I've noticed the last 8-9 games, Ole's not been up to scratch with me tactically, but we haven't had much to pick on, have we? We've got injuries. I don't like to have injuries, especially for a team like Man United. We shouldn't be worried about injuries. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
With Man City's football and everybody's praised them how good they've been, that's the players.
Like I said, it's a bit of both, the manager and the players.
It has to be a bit of both.
We can't be one and
You haven't got good personnel, right? And you haven't got players that want to work. You ain't gonna.
Man United's problem is not players that want to work. We've got all of the badge wearing players now, Stav, that everyone was calling for. The badge merchants, play for the badge, love the badge, run for the badge. We've got those.
Have we?
Yeah, of course we have.
Who?
Andreas, Jesse Lingard. What, you think Jesse Lingard don't love the badge?
He don't play no more.
When he does play, Andreas Pereira, he loves the badge. They love the badge. Luke Shaw loves the badge. All these men love the badge, but they're not good enough. But the manager's not good enough. That's the bottom line.
You can't. I don't think you can always put it down to the manager. And I think the same.
Manager is the one in any workforce, whether it's football or your job. Manager is the one who is paid to get results.
No.
He is the one who he employs the personnel to get the job done. He brings in players.
I don't disagree with
Ollie let players go and didn't replace them. Or then it's not Ollie, then was the board the ones that let him down. But he's coming out, he's not putting any pressure on the board. So then it's you, Ollie. It's you. If you want to be a yes man, then it's your fault.
Listen, yeah? Like Jason said, it does boil down to the manager in the day, innit?
It's the manager, man.
You can sell players, but you can't sack them. So, and ultimately, unless we finish somehow in the Champions League spots, or we win the Europa League, which I don't think we will, especially with Inter Milan being in it. All right.
And Lukaku's going to come back and clot our blood.
Then I think, regardless, even if he does make the Champions League spot and don't win a cup, I think he will be sacked in the season.
Yeah, I think you guys are a very different team when Rashford's not playing.
Yeah, but if I said to you earlier, Jason, we can't rely on
you can't rely
on players at Man United.
I feel
that's a headline. That's a headline statement, Jason.
That's the truth, though.
That's a headline.
That's against top teams. I'm beating them. You've beaten them.
That's a headline statement because early on in the season, when Rashford was playing every game through the middle, he was doing nothing. He was rubbish.
Yeah. But that's when Tony was out.
Exactly. But these headline merchants.
Yeah, but he's doing it now. He's playing well now.
He was playing well in a team when Martial came back. That's when he started playing well.
Yeah, because the interplay with them was fantastic, and we're gonna miss that now.
That's it.
Not there.
And don't get me wrong, I'm saying Rashford, but it's not that we can't play without Rashford. We need our top players to play, but at the same time, we need a plan B because those big games that you're talking about, Jason, is the games where Man City and Spurs are playing into our hands. Because then even in that run, who did we lose to after? Who did we drop points to after? Because we beat Spurs, we beat Man City, and then we dropped points to a team after that. Who was it? Do you remember? I'm trying to remember. It was probably someone like Bournemouth or something.
Yeah, it was.
And that was after that's after we went on the run of those wins. We went and dropped points to some nobody. It might have been the draw against Aston Villa.
You think your main issue is your manager?
I've said it many times. Our manager and the way we play, we don't have a plan B. Now we've brought in Agallo. We've got Bruno Fernandes. Let's see if we can have a plan B. Let's see if he's got a plan B for us now.
Yeah, I think.
Let's see if he can change the way we play against the teams that are gonna. Now tomorrow's game is Ollie territory, innit? Let Chelsea have all of the ball. We'll hit them on the counter. That's what he loves to do. That's why he's successful against the big teams. I can't deny that. That tactic works. But then when we go and play Watford at home, for example, then what's he gonna do?
Well, we've got the player now to unlock, but we can't play him in his natural position.
Yeah, we got the player though. When he played on his debut,
we've got the players to play his position where he's going to play tomorrow. which is going to be one of the two DMs.
Well, let's
what's his name? Scott McTominay back.
Well, I was telling Semps that I did see him training.
Max
From that
Sauce.
video.
Max Sauce.
So if he's back, you can stick him next to Fred.
No, he's not back to play.
He's not back to play.
No. He trained with the boys out in Marbella for like 4 days. That's it.
So what?
First time.
So what? Nemanja Matic.
Yeah, where's Matic?
Matic can play.
Matic is back
Matic is
because
back.
because he was suspended. So Matic.
Oh yeah. Stick him with Fred.
Yeah.
You can stick Fernandez up.
No. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot Matic because I'm going to the last game, innit?
Yeah.
Matic
is
and
back.
Fred will play, and Bruno Fernandes will play in that natural position of number 10.
We're gonna see what happens tomorrow, but we might as well move on then to the Chelsea and Man U predictions. So we'll go on to that. Yeah. So with Chelsea and Manchester United, what would the predictions be, Jason? What do you think?
I think it's going to be a draw.
Draw.
Yeah, for 1-1.
That was inventive.
What?
That's his prediction, man.
It's my prediction. What do you want to say, yo?
Jason
Next time say 4-4, Jace.
He was always gonna say that though, innit?
You wouldn't say 2-1 to Man United?
No, you could have said 2-1 to Chelsea.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's going to be 2-1 to Chelsea. I think it's going to be a draw.
Okay, 1-1, yeah.
Yeah, 1-1.
I'm getting 2-0 Chelsea
2-0 Chelsea.
or 2-1. I think we might score because now we know that Bruno's playing in that natural role of his. Hopefully, we might have a bit more creativity, and then the bonus is if we somehow win. But I don't think we will. Don't like going to the bridge. Never like going to the bridge. Can't see us winning tomorrow. If we do get a point,
I can see us being proper dead as well after this winter break. You know,
And
I
what-
could
we
just,
shouldn't be.
And what
I could
losing?
just see it. Just
We shouldn't be. We should be fresh.
we're gonna lose anyway, but I can see us being extra lethargic because of this winter break. So, yeah, I'm going with.
What are you going with?
What am I going with? I'm not gonna go with a 1-1 draw like Jason.
That's your prediction.
Stop backing him, man. He can defend himself. Why is everyone always trying to defend? Everyone's all trying to protect Jason, man. He's got people ringing him, giving him pointers of what to say, and calling up his phone. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I think we'll probably lose a 2-0 tomorrow. I reckon so. Yeah. How much did we lose at the Emirates? It was 2-0, wasn't it, in the end?
Yeah, we're different kettle of fish to Chelsea, bro. So don't compare us.
What way?
See, now he's chatting his nonsense.
I mean, what way?
Why are you comparing us? When we dealt with you, innit? Don't compare us to what Chelsea might do to you.
Oh,
Why
Jesus.
you not bring that up, man? Anyway, moving on.
Man said that Arsenal
He said
are a
2-0.
different
I
kettle of
said
fish,
2-0.
you know.
Oh. Yeah.
So let me look at the table. Let me look at the table. I was asking as a reference point to what I think may happen tomorrow. That wasn't a cue for you to start raise up your chest. That wasn't a cue for you to start raise up your chest. You are 7 points behind Chelsea. Yeah, that's right. They're better than you.
Well,
So that's why I think that we're gonna
beat you
lose.
tomorrow.
So that you think that you're better than Chelsea?
Not in the moment.
No,
It's still a different kettle of fish, isn't it?
Oh, how are you still different kind of fish?
Because we dealt with you, bro.
Oh, you're chatting nonsense now, Jason.
You get what I'm saying?
Is he making any sense, people? Let me know. You're not making no sense. You're 7 points behind them. Don't talk about their different kettle. You're a different kettle.
Why are you worrying about what we did to you at the Emirates?
I already said it was just a reference point that I was asking to. As like I'm looking at tomorrow's game and I'm thinking, yeah, we lost 2-0 to Arsenal. Yeah, 2-0 to Chelsea. It wasn't, as I said, it wasn't a cue for you to start raise up your chest.
What makes you think Chelsea are going to beat you though?
Because our away record is poor. And that's right.
Bro.
That's right, Jason. Our away record is bad.
You've won away games though, haven't you? Not every away game you're going to lose. You can't really think like that.
I can.
Why?
Did
you think that? Okay, so when you went to Man City, was it this season with Man City? Did you beat them?
Yeah, we beat Man.
Did you think you were going to lose then?
Yeah.
Did you win?
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Did I think that we was going to beat Arsenal? Yeah. Did we win? No.
Well,
so it don't matter. It don't matter.
Well,
it don't matter.
it's your team, innit?
Yeah, you're still behind us. So as I say, don't raise up your chest.
point.
Don't raise up your chest too high. Don't raise it up too high. What a nerve you've got. You're sitting in 10th place and you're raising up your chest. You got a nerve.
Well, I can, 'cause
You got a nerve.
You're ninth, though.
You got a nerve. You got a nerve. I'm not raising up my chest. I'm not raising up my chest. You're raising up your chest talking about, well, we're a different kettle. And, behave yourself, Jason. Behave yourself. Anyway, man, we need to get back on track now.
You know something? If Man United win tomorrow,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be ringing you
Ring me what for?
and ask you your thoughts.
Okay. I'll do a video actually.
Oh, yeah, you gonna do a video?
I'll probably do a video tomorrow, yeah. I'll probably do a video, man, on my thoughts, you know. But anyway, let us know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Do you believe that Man United will beat Chelsea, or do you think we will lose, or do you think we will draw? The two Man United people up here think that we're going to lose, and the Arsenal man think that we're going to draw. You know what? I want to ask...
Why are you so funny with my prediction?
God. We're going through this again.
Jason, just let it go now.
No, I'm
just
asking,
let it go now.
You seem to think it's funny because I believe you're going to draw.
Just let it go, man. You've had your say, Jason.
Okay.
That's okay. All right, that's cool. Stav is getting a bit. He's feeling a bit.
I might leave.
He's feeling left out. We need to bring Stav back in. We need to bring Stav back in, man. Let me get back on track. Oh, Jason Alexander. So yeah, man. This weekend though, what did you think of the results? Did you see Spurs' game?
Spurs Villa game. I'd missed the first half. Watched most of the second, but it looked like a good game. Villa looked decent. Grealish. Someone's got to snap him up. I know we were talking about earlier about Spurs had an option of buying for like 20, 25 mil. Was it last season? Whatever it was. But now probably going to skirt off for about 60 to 80 million. English talent, proven that he can do it in the Premier League. Suffering.
I think Grealish is bad.
Yeah, he's a top. It took where Villa were playing well today is because he was holding on to the ball, dragging a foul, slowing the game down, creating bits and pieces.
He can carry the ball well.
Yeah,
better than I thought. You know, he's got a delivery, he can shoot, he can pass. He's a player for me, man. Jason, what do you think?
What about the game?
Yeah,
it was a decent game. Tottenham had loads of chances. I'm surprised they didn't well, obviously Reina had a good game, to be fair. But yeah, it was one of them lucky wins, man.
So do you think it was lucky? Because they scored in the last minute. Do you think that's lucky?
I would say lucky, but that I don't know what that defender was doing, bro.
Yeah.
You've seen it now. And
I don't know what he was doing.
I missed it as I saw the goal, but I missed that bit.
That is awful.
I just watched it back.
I was saying personally, if I'm the manager, he's not playing next game.
Nah.
Yeah, it cost him.
I'll drop him.
A point.
I don't know what that would do for team morale. I don't know.
But he only played because Tyrone Mings was injured.
Yeah, you're not playing next week. I'm sorry.
I'm saying so.
Because you're being stripping on the field in the last minute, and you cost us.
That's a madness, that one.
And he gave away the penalty as well. And he scored.
Yeah.
So he gave away the penalty, then he scored to redeem himself, and then he did that.
That was a weird one, the penalty, because I think it was a penalty, but I think because Steven Bergwijn leaned into the challenge and dropped, he then got him. It was a weird one. It was a pen.
I don't know.
To be fair, he didn't get the ball at all.
I think that
yeah,
like
he
a
didn't.
pen.
You get me? So,
but he was like sliding alongside him. He didn't slide into him. Does that make sense? But yeah, it's going to be given now VAR all day long. He didn't get the ball initially, but yeah, that was good. Listen, both
they got the W.
Spurs probably edged it,
and they got the win
to win it. So
they got that W, just like Arsenal did today. Arsenal got that W. Lacazette, what was it? Lacazette scored his first goal in 9 games.
Biggest win of the season for Arsenal.
First goal in 9 games.
Pepe show in the second half.
Pepe, Ceballos, Ozil. He had some good performances today. Is that why you come in all chest raised and thing? No. Is that why you come in all brazen? No.
Trust, if we won 4-0, I would.
we did that against Newcastle though. We beat them. Was it 4-1?
Didn't they beat us though?
We're talking about what happened with the last time we played them, but I don't think I walked on the podcast all brazen and chest held high like Jason because he beat Newcastle.
There's a few times I could have walked on the thing, but I just kept it mellow. You know what I'm saying?
So how do you think that you lot? Because now you got your second win. So what do you think that's the start of a run now?
Well, the games that we've got coming up, we should be beating these teams.
Who you got now, Jace?
Our next game, I don't know who our next game is, but I remember seeing it was like, might have to check.
Yeah.
But I know it's no one like in the top 5. If you know what I'm saying? It's all like.
But it's those games that you've been struggling with, right?
Yeah.
In the past.
But winning breeds confidence in it, so hopefully this could kind of spur us on to.
All your front three squad.
Yeah, I mean the first half was.
What was that about
great.
though? Eddie Nketiah started up front instead of Lacazette. You can't have been happy about that when you saw it, no?
I wouldn't say that I wasn't happy. I was shocked, but I thought, you know something, this team that he set out is good enough to beat Newcastle. If it was against like Man United or Chelsea, I'd be like, what's he doing?
Play Lacazette.
Yeah, but I think the team that he put out today, it was good enough to beat Newcastle anyway, in my opinion. So I wasn't really questioning why he's starting Eddie and Nketiah. I mean, you got to think, we brought him back from Leeds. Yeah.
That's right. He was on loan.
He could have went on loan to Bristol. Yeah, but we decided to keep him. So if you're going to keep him, you have to kind of play him.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, you're not going to.
So, and to be fair, he done all right today. He done all right.
He had a couple of shots, I think.
He done all right.
Well.
I think he hit the bar in the second half. He chased down and all that. He done all right, man.
He worked hard.
Yeah. He done all right. I can't really knock him. But yeah, the first half.
Like you said, 4-0 win. That'll bring a lot of confidence into like Pepe's, Lacazette.
Yeah.
So Denis Ceballos played well today.
He played
apparently.
well. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
About your defenders.
They done all right.
Defended right. They didn't have much going for, did they?
Yeah,
I know they hit the post. I think, innit?
It was 2-0. It was 2-0 at that time.
I know that. What's his name?
Maximilian.
Yeah, he gave Bellingham a bit of a.
Especially in the first half.
Yeah, Bellingham struggled with him. But
I still can't believe he bought that Suarez guy and he's been injured for the next 3 weeks. Don't understand that.
It must be a minor injury.
Don't know.
For the next 3 weeks? Has he been injured for?
He's still injured for another 3 weeks.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah. But
moving on.
Yeah, the second half was a lot better than the first. We took the game to Newcastle from the kickoff, to be fair. Whereas in the first half, they were like on us. We grew into it, but in the final third, our decision maker was a bit wayward. You get me?
Was he have a good game?
He done all right. Everyone done all right, man. There's no one on the team today that I thought to myself, you didn't do good today.
Yeah,
especially in the second half.
If it was Newcastle, where and you got a 1-0 win, again that's a good shout. But at home, you expect to beat them. Like I said, your front three scored as well. So happy days. Move on to the next game.
And what was it? And Liverpool marched on yesterday. Got another win.
Yeah. But I did watch part of the game. It looked like it was all Liverpool. Norwich were playing the counter attack.
That chance they had, I don't know how they could score it.
Yeah, when Alisson.
Cantwell looks like a good player, isn't he?
Cantwell looks like a decent player, man. Cantwell's decent.
Plays it out quick. 1-2.
I think Norwich, they were a bit slow when it came to counter attacking. It's like they got nervous.
Of course.
They got nervous. You know what I'm saying?
They're playing Liverpool, innit?
Yeah.
Listen, hats off to Liverpool. I mean, we know it's done and dusted. And I know the Liverpool players are saying we're taking one game at a time, blah, blah, blah. But you've got to take that hats off to them. They've dropped 2 points to Man United. That's all this season.
It's crazy.
We talk about unbeaten runs. We were talking about Arsenal's unbeaten run. I think they drew 13
Only
games.
Arsenal man talk about that. I don't talk about that.
Yeah. But
Jason talks about that.
I'll talk about what? Unbeaten run.
Stav's talking now. Let him speak.
No, wait, you called my name. You called my name.
So, out of context, what I'm trying to say to you is it's hard for us Man United fans to sit here and applaud Liverpool fans. And I know quite a few.
I'm not applauding them.
You have to.
No, I say well done. I'm not applauding them.
Listen, when you
don't need to go that far, Stav.
No, you got to appreciate it.
Well, you're going to clap them? You're going to stand up and clap them?
I ain't going to do that.
No, you're not applauding them then.
The way they're going about their business, they're not scraping draws. They're not just about winning. They're winning comfortably.
Can give them their kudos. Say well done, good stuff, and that's about it, mate. I'm not clapping them.
No, I ain't clapping them. But it's just mad what they're doing.
It is crazy. And what was it? Burnley, they beat Southampton, didn't they? 2-1 away. I didn't see the game. I heard it was a smash and grab type of game. But I'm guessing none of you lot saw it.
Highlights. Did you lot do Sky Sports did that thing during the week? Did you lot do it? The combined treble winning team.
I posted it.
And the Liverpool one.
Liverpool team.
I posted it. You see I posted it?
Yeah, I see you post it.
I think even in the group I'm in, a lot of people said they would take the Man United midfield of either Scholes, Keane,
Beckham it was.
or Giggs, if it were paying a 3 or a 4. And then
So who was it? Sky Sports that did this then?
Yeah. And
so they had Alex. So they played a 4-3-3 for you guys that haven't seen it. I might even
you
put
could
this
have
up.
changed the formation. You could have picked any formation you wanted online.
Oh, you could do it.
So it gives you the options.
Oh, so where's this one from then, Jason?
No, it's posted in one of the groups I was in.
Oh, seeing. So this is what somebody has chosen.
Yeah, I think that was one of the most common ones.
Alisson, Becker, Trent.
No, the Alisson one. I don't know who put Alisson in goal. Jason, are you?
No.
What's wrong with you? I nearly smacked someone up at work when they did that. And I saw the team. I was like, "What are you doing?"
I only saw it this morning. So I don't know where
You
that
know
come
who you
from.
are as well.
Yeah, but the thing is now is that these Liverpool man are going on like Alisson is the best keeper ever.
I'm not saying he's a bad keeper, but listen, when you're comparing him to Schmeichel, please.
I know they need to know themselves. They're getting ahead of it. They're getting ahead. Is anyway? Let me not say too much.
I agree with the 4. I mean, we didn't have great defenders in that '99 team. We had like
Ronnie Johnson,
Henningberg,
yeah,
David May. Jaap Stam was the standout defender.
Yeah. So
Gary Neville was the hard one, whether it would be Gary Neville or Trent. But Trent, Gary Neville is like in between Trent and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That's why I think it would edge it for me.
With Gary.
Yeah.
Gary was
Over
a bad
Trent.
boy right back still. I can't even lie. Gary was a bad boy right back.
I agreed with most as well.
Virgil van Dijk, Robertson, and then this person's got a midfield 3 of Paul Scholes, Roy Keane, and David Beckham. Dwight York up top as the 9 with Mane and Salah.
Yeah, a lot of people put Bobby in for what he does, but I added Cole, believe it or not, because I know Cole used to get goals. But Bobby Firmino does so many other things, but doesn't score enough as a number 9.
I'm trying to remember now, in that 99 year, who got more goals out of York and Cole?
Cole.
It was, wasn't it?
It was Cole.
I think Yorkie got bare assists that year, though.
Yes, he played slightly deeper.
Yeah, I think he got a high number of goals and assists. That year, the goals were spread out crazy.
Yeah, Scholes, he got loads. Got loads. He's got loads
it was spread across the whole team. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, so if you lot did that, maybe post them down and below in the comments as well.
I didn't know it was something that you could do.
Yeah, it was on Sky Sports.
So you did your team?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you should send me a copy.
Yeah,
I'll put it up on our Instagram page. So yeah, those were this week's games, people, man. And yeah, the league, we're getting to crunch time now. Was it 12 games left, is it?
12, 13 games left.
Yeah,
13
left.
for us, 12 for the rest.
I think these next 5 games is where we're going to see what's what. Is where we're going to see what's what for a lot of teams. You know, relegation-wise, I think...
Oh, West Ham.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think these are the 3 that are going down. In fact, actually, no, I say that.
No, it's tight. It's tight from Bournemouth down.
West Ham are going down. I said that before.
I think,
and then it's just a case of whether Watford are currently on 24 points. It's just whether Watford can put some sort of run together.
Palace and upwards, I think everyone's safe.
West Ham do not want to go down with that stadium.
West Ham,
boy.
Trust me.
They don't want to go down with that stadium.
They're in trouble.
I think they're going to go down. When we looked at their games before, I couldn't see where they get their results.
Yeah, and
since then, I think they've already lost 2 games or 1 game.
I don't mind West Ham going down. They cost us a League 1 year, so
yeah,
whatever. Good riddance.
Oh, sorry. What, 95?
Yeah. I ain't forgetting that game in a while.
It's their postponed game, innit? That's against Man City.
But that's
West Ham.
Yeah, that's in the week, isn't it?
Yeah, so they're gonna play that because they've got a game in hand over everybody. So yeah, they're gonna. I think that's how it is now. West Ham are down, Norwich are down, and then it's a case of.
Hopefully, had a little bounce back with the new manager.
I think Watford have a bit about them. You know, Dele and them man there, Dini. I think they got a bit about them that they can.
Brian and Nanda, everyone's in trouble basically for me.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I don't see Brighton going on. I haven't looked at their fixtures, but
None of them are going to be able to really put a run together, I don't think.
Newcastle apparently got a really good run of fixtures now against these bottom teams. They were saying on Sky Sports earlier.
Bournemouth are in trouble. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. Let us know who your pick are for the drop. What three do you reckon are going to get relegated? And then we'll move on to just finish up the show. I'll miss out the other question I was going to discuss now because we're running out of time. But who do you think, boys, when you're looking at the England team, that one attacking midfielder spot, who gets it for you out of Dele Alli, Mason Mount, Maddison or Grealish? Who do you reckon?
I think Dele Alli is going to get it.
Who would you put in? Not what the politics says. What would you say?
It's a hard one because personally, and I know a couple of other sort of fans, I don't really like Dele Alli, to be fair. I don't rate him.
Yeah, man.
I know he comes up with the goods. He's a good player.
Does he? He's got one goal in 9 games. You know.
And they got dragged off as well today.
He's got 1 goal in 9 games. 1 goal in 9 games.
Yeah, I mean, Jack Grealish, Maddison knock on the door. Maddison's gone off the ball a little bit. Depends what formation they play, but like they were saying about Danny Ings as well. But if they go one up front with Danny Ings, but Danny Ings plays with 2 up front.
Mate, I didn't ask you about Danny Ings.
Yeah,
I said, let me repeat the question again. If you're going to go with one, I said, if you're going with one attacking midfielder out, Dele Alli, Mason Mount, Grealish or Maddison, which one are you going to pick? That was the question.
I'll pick Maddison.
Maddison. All right, we got there in the end. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Jason? Would you like me to repeat the question again? Man's bringing Danny Ings into it, you know.
That's another good thing we should talk about.
I would go on current form. I would probably go Grealish.
Actually, that would be my other pick. If it wasn't Maddison.
Yeah.
That'd be my second pick if it wasn't Maddison.
So I think it was the beginning of this year actually, we had a question about who Grealish or Maddison. And I went against what Pat said. Pat said Grealish. I went Maddison. And I believe that I'm changing my mind, man. I believe I've watched Maddison. I mean, yeah, Maddison and Grealish a lot since I said that. And I do think Grealish has a bit more about him. I think he does. When you watch him play, especially today in a game where, you know, they did give a good account of themselves today, Aston Villa, against Spurs. And he was, I was watching the game with one of my mates who's a Spurs fan, and I did say to him, is it because though that everything goes through Jack Grealish and you don't get that at Leicester? Is that why he's been highlighted? Because every time Aston Villa get the ball, they feed it to Grealish, and he doesn't really let them down though. He carries the ball well. He doesn't lose the ball. Because I was thinking when I watched him early on in the season, he lost the ball a lot. He seems to have got that out of his game. He like you say, he drags fouls. He can put a delivery in. He can score.
Score some good goals.
And the way he carries the ball as well, I think when you're looking at him and Maddison doesn't carry the ball like that. Maddison can't glide past a defender the way that Grealish can.
Yeah, but Maddison gets into good space, and that's why he's able to pick that pass up.
Maddison, you might say, is maybe a more intelligent player, maybe. Grealish is intelligent as well.
Grealish can see that pass as well.
Yeah, I reckon, as you say, going on what I'm seeing at the moment, I would say Dele Alli for me doesn't get there. And I actually said, and I'll say this, I don't think Dele Alli is very much better than a Jesse Lingard, and I'm sticking it out there now. I reckon Dele Alli will end up like Jesse Lingard. He will end up like Jesse Lingard, fading away, because I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's that good.
I've been torn to pieces in my group when I said, Ali is no good, and he ends up scoring a goal in the game.
He's only had like one good season, hasn't he? To be fair, and that was
but
3 seasons ago.
It was a little while ago.
A Tottenham fan in my group said reason being he hasn't come back to his best is because Poch was playing him out of position.
He's had injuries. Yeah, I'll take all of that on board.
But I looked at his positional playing last year where he was playing. He was banging on about how he was playing DM. I was like, he played DM 1 game. I go to him, what are you talking about? He didn't play DM. Dele don't play DM.
No, he don't.
He played there because he had to play there one game. So I get his injuries, but you know, how bad is the injury?
Perception versus reality. I was shocked to see today that he has scored 1 goal in 9 games.
And what was the talk when he scored? When Mourinho came in, he scored, didn't he?
He scored like 3 games in a row.
Yeah, that's the game I got rinsed at.
Badly. Dele Alli's back.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah,
This is what I'm saying.
But you know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I had those games in my head, so I'm thinking, Dele Alli's doing all
and
right.
he got dragged off today.
And then I saw 1 goal, and I was like, huh? Where's those 9 games gone and he ain't scored? Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's very interesting. But I do believe that Dele Alli is not all that. When you look at his attributes, he can finish, but other than that...
Yeah, he's a lazy player.
He had that chance today.
He had a chance today.
And he hit on the outside.
I saw that. He missed that when he point blank.
Completely missed the target.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I see one when he went through on goal and then he let the defender come back on him.
Oh, there's one where he's running through.
Is it?
But it's at an angle though. But he tried to bend it with his right foot into the corner.
Yeah,
he ain't got that in his bag or in his locker.
Jeez.
I would have personally tried to hit with the left foot and just try and curl it in. But.
So let us know what you're saying, people. Do you think I'm a bit harsh there when I'm saying that Dele Alli is going to end up like Jesse Lingard?
That's harsh because Jesse Lingard's bad.
He's bad now, but he wasn't bad before.
Bruv, he's had about 6 games for us. That's paid well. That's it.
Stuff.
Nah.
Jesse Lingard was not bad before. He had. There was a period where Jesse Lingard.
Right, 10 games in. That's it. That's what I'm giving him. He's a passenger in our team.
Yeah, and Dele Alli's a passenger in this Spurs team. But anyway, let us know what you think. Stav seems to think that I'm being harsh, and Jason as well, by the sound of his as well. But and also let us know who you would pick out of Grealish, Dele Alli, Mason Mount, and Maddison. Let us know. And then that's the end of the show, man. That's the end of the show, episode 28. Also, if you are still watching, that must mean that you enjoyed, so please hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And don't forget, watch out for a new show I've got coming out called Fans View, and we had recorded episode 1 today, which was Liverpool. So it's just all about Liverpool. It's a podcast where I've just had these 2 annoying Liverpool fans on here and we're chatting about that. But we're going to have more of those coming through. We're going to do an Arsenal edition, a Man United edition, and so on. So stay tuned for that. But I just want to thank you guys for coming along as always. To my right, we have
Stav.
Thank you very much, Stav. And to my left,
Jason,
thank you very much, guys. Hope you enjoyed. My name's Semps. This is Everyone's a Pundit. Until next week, peace.
Done.